I've seen a lot of people on the internet wondering if the Dream SMP is scripted or planned. Some people might think that the answer is obvious, but there are just so many varying opinions. In this video, I'd like to share my thoughts and my theories on the topic. On April 25th, Dream started his Minecraft survival server with a group of friends that was named the Dream Team. The SMP continued for a long time with just a small group of friends playing on it, but sooner or later, more and more people started joining. These are people like TommyInnit, Quackity, Wilbursoot, Tubbo, Fundy, JSchlatt, and many more. As more people joined the server, it became more entertaining for those watching it, both live on Twitch or edited down for YouTube. Eventually, a storyline started to form with people like TommyInnit getting into wars or confrontations, redefining what Minecraft content could be. It wasn't just watching someone play Minecraft anymore, it was a story for the viewers to follow. Eventually, Tommy and Wilbursoot decided to create a nation on the server due to limitations set on them by Dream. This nation would be called L'Manberg, and it would come to be a walled-off area with not much inside of it, aside from some trees and a van. This is around the time that it started to occur to people that the server's story was getting a bit perfect. Almost too perfect. It was getting to the point where people were comparing the server to a TV show, even going to the extent of claiming that it was better than a TV show. I should get some water. I'll be right back. I mean, a lot of people say this in their videos, but actually none of the people that watch my videos are actually subscribed to my channel, so make sure you do that thing. Also, make sure to join my Discord server. I'm doing a Q&A video where I'll be answering questions from the Discord, so make sure to get your questions in before it's too late. Due to these comparisons being made in people's heads, the server and its players were now being held to a higher standard and expectation entertainment-wise. They couldn't just play Minecraft, they had to keep up the story aspect now that people had gotten a taste of it. L'Manberg then got into a war with Dream and his cronies, and they fought for days. The members of L'Manberg even went to the next level by creating things for the nation like a flag, a Declaration of Independence, ironic since they're all British, and even a national anthem. Even after this war ended, conflicts and fighting continued, keeping the viewers entertained for weeks on end. But back to the question at hand, is it all scripted or planned? Before I continue talking about the server and its timeline, I'd like to make a hypothesis based on what we know so far. We know that the server and its players are fully capable of creating and upholding a strong and entertaining story, and that every player has their own role in that story. We see these roles come into play with people like JSchlatt and Quackity that to a certain extent put on a persona for streaming and playing on the server. After all, do you really think that JSchlatt is a maniac Republican obsessed with guns? The answer is no. Of course, I don't know Schlatt personally, but regardless, I assure you that he is a perfectly normal and functioning human being in real life. Just maybe not on the server. The fact that some players put on a persona leads me to believe that other things on the server may be arranged, or at least played up for the camera. Speaking of that, many creators, including those in the Dream SMP, have come out in the past and talked about how they put on a persona or play up certain things for the camera, so we already knew that this was all happening. But this still doesn't answer our question, it just gets us closer to figuring it out. After L'Manberg won its independence from the rest of the server, there was a peaceful little while. That is, until Wilbursoot, the leader of the nation, decided to run a re-election to solidify his power over L'Manberg. You can learn more about Wilbur and this re-election by watching my previous video. At the start, it was just Wilbur running, until others decided to join in on the race, hoping to win power over the nation. The people that were now running for president were Quackity, Fundy, and even the previously mentioned JSchlatt, who was actually banned prior to the election. I have a video on that as well, so make sure to go check that out at some point. Wilbur was in the lead, with TommyInnit as his running mate, though at the bitter end, Schlatt and Quackity combined their votes and evidently took power over L'Manberg. This turn of events got to the point where people were freaking out in the Twitch chats, and people were claiming on Twitter that they were having literal panic attacks. This is an example of when and how the server and its events have gone too far, but that's a topic for a different video. Basically, it was like I explained things earlier. Though it got out of hand, the story still seemed perfect. Too perfect. Schlatt kicked Wilbur and Tommy out of L'Manberg after winning the election, and even then the two knew exactly what to do when they were making their way out of the area. They immediately had a plan that would end up turning into another major plot point. So let's return to the question at hand, keeping in mind the new evidence that we have. I now mention multiple other instances of events on the server turning out to be very entertaining, to the point where people are questioning the authenticity of them. Now, I'm not here to give any definitive answer, but I do think that I can at least make a very strong claim. To start, I would like to remind you that these are YouTubers we're talking about. YouTubers that entertain as their hobby, heck, as their job. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they are improv professionals. They're just not. Sure, they're amazing YouTubers and even amazing actors when they need to be, but this level of storyline and even character development just can't be achieved on the spot, at least without major improv skill. Again, I'm no professor when it comes to improv and acting in general, but just think about it. Most of us can agree that the Dream SMP story is insane. A lot of us can even agree that it might be even better than most shows on TV. But shows with this level of story aren't improvised, leading me to believe that Dream SMP isn't either. When I say scripted or planned, I don't mean that they've literally sat down and planned out every little bit of the story, or that they're actually reading from a script. I just mean that parts of the server story have definitely been thought out and organized with the players beforehand, at least to a certain extent. It's just not likely that this deep of a story could be made up on the spot. Again, don't get me wrong, the players on the server are spectacular entertainers and even better YouTubers. They're just not improv or acting professionals. You don't see other Minecraft servers with this level of a storyline. Sure, servers in the past like SMP Live and SMP Earth have definitely redefined what a Minecraft server or series can be, but Dream SMP has evolved it. Dream SMP and its viewers have created this new standard that future servers will most likely be held to. That's what makes the server and the series so special. They don't have to have the largest cast, or even the most entertaining cast, but it just goes to show that a little coordination, and maybe planning in this case, can really make a Minecraft series and a story in general great. Thanks a ton for watching this video, and I sure hope you enjoyed it. I always spend a lot of time scripting and producing these videos, so it would really help me if you could leave a like, and maybe even subscribe to the channel. But yeah, that's it for today, and peace out. It's come to my attention after I finished scripting this video, that it's kind of been like hinted towards by the people in the Dream SMP that a lot of it is planned and scripted. Again, throughout all like the evidence and stuff, that was kind of obvious anyway, but it looks like they have kind of, kind of accepted that, kind of put that out there, but still regardless, I think a lot of things in the script still, still hopefully make sense, but yeah. And then there was Votex.